Okay, well, part two. Um, the little toadstool is a bit boring still, so I've decided to add a bit of what's it called? Burnt orange from Polychromos. No, sorry, burnt ochre. Because when you have the greenish part here in the middle, it will pop out more if there's a shade of orange around it. Not too much, because then it would get a warm color, and I don't want that. I want it to be, well, like I said, airy. And the other thing is that if you have a warm color, it will appear on the foreground closer to you than things that have cold colors. They appear to be further away. And obviously, I don't want the toadstools to really pop out and be the most important part of this picture, because Mr. Frog here should be the most important part of the picture. So I'm adding a bit of this burnt ochre. And also, I've decided that the mustardy color from Marco Raffine doesn't really do the trick. So I'm going to add a very light layer of, what's it called, spring green? No, light green. This one. Oops. Light green. Polychromos, of course, my favorite. Because it will be a better effect than the mustardy thingy from Marco Raffine. Like I said, they are not so bad, but they just they are not vivid enough sometimes. Also, I like to have contrast. So this one, you will see that I added a lot of shadow already at the left part. And people always say don't use black. Well, I actually do use black. I've started here already. So, because I think black somehow, I don't know, gives a very good contrast, obviously. But in this case, I could use it because it is a dark, rainy weather anyway. So dark contrast would be good. But I think now the difference is too harsh between the two, so I'm going to fade that with my walnut brown, so that the black will fade into the brown, basically. I have no idea what to do with the dots yet. They're still white, but maybe they will become another color entirely. I have no clue yet. I think it needs a little bit of shadow here and here, because here is a little dent in the toadstool. And I don't color according to some kind of previously set up color scheme or something like that. I'm not doing this in an organized way whatsoever. I'm not a very organized person, I guess, so that just suits me. And I like, I don't know, seeing how something develops, and then I decide, hey, I could do this, or I could do that, or this didn't work, or I don't know, just going along and deciding what to do as the drawing, I don't know, and yeah, and what's the word? I have no idea. Appears, I guess. So adding a bit of orange again. I'm now going to add a bit of green again. Not too much, because I don't want it to be green, obviously. And the color on my video is, I think, not as bright or vivid in real life, but I can't think of what to do to prevent that. Maybe I'll learn as I go, because like I said, I've just started and really not in a professional way. I'm just holding my mobile phone in one hand and coloring with the other. Adding a bit of light yellow glaze, that's this one, could also help in the effect that I am after. Yeah, I think it does work. Only now I want a bit of orange again. Well, I call it orange, but it's obviously not orange. It's just a warmer color than the ones I've just used, because I think I've mentioned it, and maybe I haven't. You need a bit of contrast, not only in like shadow and no shadow, or light and dark, but also color-wise, because the color wheel, which I do not always follow, is telling you that some colors they enforce each other. So like what's it called? Green and orange are opposite colors, and as soon as you add a little bit of an orangey color to a greenish color, they will enhance each other, and the colors will pop out so much more and become so much more lively. Okay, well, I'm going to go on without talking, because I sometimes can't do two things at once.